Hi, I'm Madison.
And I'm Crystal, and this is
The Wednesday Waffle.
a lively podcast hosted by two witty air signs navigating life's ups and downs.
From dating chaos to social justice, we dive into everything with humor, intelligence, and candid takes.
Join us for engaging conversations, relatable stories, and the occasional debate on the randomness of life.
So, what are you waiting for, bitch? Hi, everyone. Hello, Waffles. Hello, comrades.
Yes.
How are we doing this week? Um, well, we have a fun guest today. As promised, we're very excited. We have our what would we say? Instagram mutual connections built through the internet world. Our
Yes.
friend
Community.
Community.
community. Hey,
Yes.
look at that C word. We have our friend Gordon from Fuck Yeah, Sex Positive.
Fuck yeah.
Hello.
Yay.
Yay.
Hi, well, I mean, here, it would be out of order, but do you want to say hi and introduce yourself, Gordon?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I love Outer Order. That's my favorite. Yes. So I run a sex positive, kink positive, fetish positive, all of the positives that kind of dabbles in mental health and relationships. And basically, the goal is to help people be able to have conversations and talk about sex and shame and stigma and cutting off this shame and stigma part of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I
Which is a
love that.
big part of what we also are like about and into. Um, I think what's part of like one of the big things that we probably connected on a little bit, but like that's what started our podcast for sure was goals in the same direction of destigmatize things.
Yeah, lots of things. And building a community.
Yes. Well, speaking of that part, just to like keep our ball rolling because we want to get to the fun stuff, which is the juicy questions and discussion. Um, let's just do our waffles real quick. Crystal, how was your week?
Um, I had a really great week. Pretty chill though. I joined a Zoom meeting this past Thursday, and it was for the Young Lords. It was like the ladies of the Young Lords. They're a really cool activist group that was a gang turned activist, like in the 60s, 70s, worked with the Black Panthers and all them.
Oh yeah.
And this like lesson this week was about the women in the activism because usually in the pictures and like out there it's always about the men. So it was really cool to hear the stories of the women in that time and what they did, and so I felt another, like, meeting, honored and, like, privileged to hear these ladies' stories and talk about their community and what they're doing and what they did. Like, they started really cool programs like childcare. Of course, the meals like the Black Panthers did and just are very community forward, and, um, it was cool to hear the different chapters because they have different chapters too all over. Um, and one in New York, I think, like, they're starting clothing drives, like, yeah, like, weekly meals. So just doing a lot of cool things. But at the beginning of that meeting, this like I guess he's a popular guy. He's this black guy and he supports Trump. He's like a comedian. His name's like Charleston. I don't know, it's something, but he's like legit. I mean, like not legit, but like he's a comedian and he's outrageous. And somehow he got the Zoom link and he was on the beginning. And he was just like saying outlandish stuff and um
Oh my god. So he
yeah, and
wasn't supposed to be there.
no, obviously not. He had, like, a
Oh.
big ol', like, machine gun. I mean, I don't know my guns, but it
Oh
was a
my
big
god.
big gun, and
Like
he
an
was like
AR-15.
yeah, something crazy, and this other gentleman, like, started being like, "You need to get off here," and I guess, I don't know who started that Zoom meeting, and they couldn't figure out how to, like, kick him out, but finally, he left, and then we went on to, like, another they had to, like, send out the Zoom link through, all the leaders of these different organizations, and then to send it out so we could jump into a new meeting and um so that
Man.
was pretty interesting. I was like, "That's so funny," and I looked him up, and he's pretty popular for that kinda stuff, and he's pretty outrageous.
So like that's his shtick is that he just like jumps in on other people's stuff.
Or I don't know, or he makes videos, like he has a huge Trump flag and um but I watched some of his content. He's all over the place.
Oh.
I think he's just trying to get like just out there and relevant and like talked about in any type of way he can.
Yeah.
That kind of creator, you know? Huh.
Huh.
Um, let's see what else I have. Saturday I went antique shopping. Was pretty chill. Went to a wedding of my little sister from Big Brother Big Sister.
Oh,
Should we talk about
whoa.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't her wedding. It was
Oh.
her mom's wedding, and her mom really like we were really cool too.
Aw,
Thinking about that.
that's awesome.
Yes, I went and saw them. I hadn't seen them in a minute, so I went to that wedding. Um, have my kids. I said my dating life is pretty chill, nothing serious. And then I got a new toy,
Hell
just for
yeah. Fuck
Madison,
yeah,
the
girl.
G Thump.
We
Um,
love the thump.
yes, I didn't get to try it because it came in right after I finished a session.
A
And then
session.
yeah, and then I saw my like camera. It's like I was like, there it is, because all day long I'm like, it's coming today, like.
Coming. I'm
And then
coming. It's coming.
it's coming, and then it didn't show up in time, and I also got this a free air vibe, which is really
Yeah.
cool. It's, like, shaped like that, but it bends, so many different
Yeah.
ways.
Oh, this was Balasa?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Melissa. Mhm. And so I'm excited to try the G-Thump because
Yeah.
Madison, like, recommended it. So I ordered it this past weekend because I was so horny, and I'm like, "I need something in me." Like,
Need it. I
I need it. Because I just been playing with my rose or the grind, like, mostly, nothing, like, in the series, so I was like, "I need that," and so I was like so I ordered it just on a whim,
Nice.
but tomorrow I'm gonna try it. I'll let everybody know.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when me and Madison were chit-chatting, I was reminded of I don't know if you guys are seeing it on Facebook or with people, the dumb AI trend where they're making, like, animated picture of themselves doing their jobs. So, like,
What?
if you're a beautician, like, you're, like, this overly animated character,
Like
and you have
caricatures?
beautician shit, you know what I mean? If you're a therapist, it's like a therapist theme one, but you're a caricature?
Ugh.
Ugh.
Is it pissing you off?
Girl, you know me.
Robert? It's pissing me
It's
off.
pissing me off. I was,
I don't like this rock.
so disgusted, and that's because in Amarillo, a town, like, north of me, right now, they're, fighting to not allow a data center being built
Yeah.
there. So, luckily, I'm, like, finding my community again here. Some people I know in Amarillo were also, like, trying to educate their friends, like, "Quit doing this dumb bullshit." Like, no one cares about like, hire a real artist.
Yeah.
That's what I just wanna see, like, real artists. Like, I have a friend who does caricatures, and he made me into a zombie, like, a long time ago. I'm like, pay these guys some money to do it,
Yeah.
and it'd be so much more worth it than just, like, this generic, cheap art
It just
that's
looks
AI."
bad.
It does. I'm like, "Oh, god." So, anyways, that was annoying me all weekend. AI is driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Just use your phone, record yourself. Like, what is the
Yeah.
problem?
Like if
Yeah.
just like do anything else.
But, I mean, AI then people try to say AI is in everything, it's already incorporated in so many things.
I mean, but you can remove it. You can get out of it.
It's just gross. There's, like, people falling for AI content, like, creators, like, and it's the characters are all full AI. It's wild, and, of course, so they make them look, like, sexual. They're women, right? They're AI women
Of
Yeah.
course
more
there.
than men. Yeah, so it's just wild. Anyways, Madison, what about you? What's your waffle?
Well, it's just lighthearted. I over here.
Light reading?
I've been reading through the Epstein files. um, it's in doses because it is not something that I think
Right.
is anybody should be spending a whole lot of time reading because it gets really disheartening real quick. And then if you look at like any images, which don't if you can avoid it, I think like because some of it's like it shouldn't be there. Like child pornography should not have been leaked or like
Yeah, they didn't
distributed.
redact. They redacted, like, the wrong stuff
Yeah. So,
because 'cause they're disgusting.
because they're gross and like, oh my God, it is infuriating to me that we haven't begun a process of just actually getting them out and gone. Um, let's uh, uh, article Article 24, what is it? Like they could do that. They could do that. Article 24 would just if both the House and the Senate said, "Hey, Article 24, we want to bring it in," that would wipe out his whole cabinet and him. It would start the process of getting rid of people. But the problem with what they did invoke, which is Article 2, is it's just the president. So immediately then the rest of the cabinet's still there, the vice president becomes the president. Like that's if that were to happen or go through, that's not helpful. Anyway, let me not get on that rant or soapbox right now. We're trying to create a space of like
This is
something
gonna be
that's
a
like
fun one.
this is supposed to be fun, guys. So I'm
We're like,
trying.
"AI,
Are
AI
we not having
sucks.
fun?
Are we not having fun now? Are you not entertained? Um, um, yeah, but
sorry,
my
we can't help it. It's who we are."
it's who we are, and I mean, not like my waffle's gonna get too much happier. I'm not feeling great about work.
Hey, this is real stuff.
I had therapy today. I do on Wednesdays. I have therapy, and I like nearly cried just talking about how pointless. Like it's I'm not doing well mentally. Let me say that. And like when I focus about work for too long, which I can because I have rumination, I will ruminate on something until I find a solution to it. Get fixated on it. Um, it just has been bothering me a lot, and it just is. I'm so overspending 9 hours of my day in a building where I'm not doing anything that feels like it's contributing or like meaningful or valuable. So yeah, so not feeling my best about work. It's
Mhm.
definitely like I like if the only thing I love about work is that I love who I'm working with, then like
Yeah.
that's awesome, but still not helpful. And I like I like it's not as like much work as when I was at the tribe, but it's like not like the work I do have is not in any way, shape, or form. Like it does not feel like I'm making any kind of meaningful contribution to society or to what I feel aligned with. And in fact, because like this, a lot of what we have like right now, um, because of what's happening in the world, is like I have a lot of internal conflict with being able to participate in protests or in meaningful ways, like outwardly, because while I do not believe it is a partisan issue of, we shouldn't allow pedophiles, abusers, rapists to continue to do that. I don't
Mhm.
think this is a controversial statement, but I guess it is. Um, that can be seen right now as political activity. And
Oh, yeah.
so, because I'm a nonpartisan employee, whatever I do could theoretically then result in me losing my job. So it's a little bit annoying to be like not even just a little annoying. It's really I have a really hard time with that right now, and it feels like I'm not able to live according to my personal code of ethics or my own like beliefs and values, which is a big problem. So anyway, that's not feeling awesome.
Mhm.
But relationship wise good, dating wise good. John's awesome. John's here. He's upstairs or somewhere doing more work that he has to do. But yeah, we're doing good. It's really fun. It's really nice. I'm looking forward to seeing the new Dracula movie possibly this weekend.
I didn't even know there was a new Dracula movie coming out.
There is
Didn't know that.
girl of all the people that I would have thought.
I know, I love Dracula, I love
I'm like, where
vampires.
have you been? Like, I guess you're getting ads for, well, because Crystal on our podcast,
Pro-life.
you're getting pro life ads. You're not getting Dracula ads. I don't know what's happening in Texas, but they're
No,
feeding your algorithm some shit.
I've been just praying and going to church
And she's getting on her knees for no
for
one.
no one, just for Jesus, the real the not the you know what I'm
The
talking about.
MVP. um, I
I'm like,
also
"I
am
wanna
looking
look at
forward
Dracula."
to the new Wuthering Heights one that's going to come out the
Oh,
following
yeah.
weekend. I know it's not book accurate. I know that. It
Oh,
just
it's
looks
not gonna
hot.
be, of course not.
Um, yeah. Anyway,
Dracula came out last year.
there is it's a n- that there's a newer version that came out earlier but was not released in the US
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
and now will be. But it looks good. So,
Who's in it?
well, let me look it up.
Christopher Waltz. Christoph.
They're gonna say Christopher Walken. I was like,
Christopher
perfect.
Walken.
Yep.
Yeah, I
No,
love him
there's
too, though.
it's the 2026 one, Dracula
Yeah, I
2026.
see it.
IMDb. Let's look at this shit.
Dracula, a love tale?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, maybe that's why I haven't heard about it.
Dracula, a love tale. And it's French. Let's start there.
I love
It's
French. I mean, I love.
it's French.
Like it's in
love-
France.
It was released in France. Um
Okay.
it's a English it's in English, but it's a French Gothic romantic fantasy film written and directed by Luc Besson,
Oh shit. Okay.
based on the 1897 novel Dracula. It stars Caleb Landry Jones as Dracula alongside Christoph Waltz and Zoe Bleh. It was released in France on July 30th in 2025 and is scheduled to release in the US on this Friday, the 6th. So,
Christoph Waltz is probably the most popular actor in the cast, like in
yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Caleb Landry Jones.
The
you'll
music's
know
by
him.
Danny Elfman, so that's kind of exciting.
Okay.
The clips I've seen make me excited. I just love me a good gothic romance. So, fun times. Hopefully can see it. That is if our local theaters and, the middle of nowhere Alaska decide to do it. So, we'll see. Anyway. Have I looked into it? Clearly not that much, but I was trying to find something happy to talk about.
Yeah, that's exciting.
What happened in your week, Gordon? Do you have a waffle?
It's the same waffle it's been for like the past 2 months, 3 months of
Yeah.
just chipping away. Every day a new progress, and I can see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just like,
Yeah.
It's getting closer.
Army
Yeah.
crawling your way there.
What
Mhm,
else? Come on, I know.
mhm,
What else? Come
We
on.
know there's more.
Some more.
If you're wondering, listener, and you don't know, maybe this is also a good question to have for you. Like, you're developing a workbook.
I am.
Yeah. Would you
Mhm.
care to share about your workbook a little bit?
I'll explain the origin story first.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the entire like process of like looking at what things I'm into and what things I might be into, and then like when you start talking with like people that you're interested in or whatever, and you like are hopefully having a conversation at some point around like kinks and fetishes and things like that.
Yeah.
I was finding a lot of like things that were made by like people here and there, and some things were like super in depth to the point that they were like very overwhelming for
Yeah.
someone who may not
Mhm.
have experience. You're like, here's a 25-page like form that I need you to go through each
That would
line and
overwhelm me,
like fill out.
period.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's asking you terms that you probably have never heard of. And it's like, whoa, wait, what are we probing? What? What are we sounding here? What do
Yep.
you mean
Yep. Yep.
sounding, huh? And so it's a lot to like read all at once.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially like when it's just like a list of things,
Yeah.
it can be hard to like understand any of the information around it. So it was that, and then like I was also writing things down in like my notes app,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and I was like, there's got to be a better fucking way than this, because this
Yeah.
is archaic. This feels archaic to me.
I'm using an app, but it feels archaic.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm like, let
Well,
me
it's
get
just
out
notes
this
app.
stone tablet and start
Yeah.
chiseling these things in here.
Yeah.
Uh,
The year is
yes,
1856 BC.
winter has come early. Yeah, no,
I'm
it
trying to
was.
fortify.
The frustration was just like high, that I was just like, I can do something at least that will make my own brain happy.
Yeah.
And so like it kind of spiraled from there into this workbook that is, designed to help like individual people and like couples, and uh it's for people that are like monogamists, for non-monogamy, but just like it has like the checklist thing, so like that exists in there,
Mhm.
but it also has tools for like self-reflection and some like activities that people can do, and then there's lots of spaces for like people to have notes, like within the checklist itself, but then at the end of every section. um, so it was originally supposed to just be like a checklist, and then I was like, "Oh, and also, like, people probably don't know some of these terms." So I'm
I
like, "Okay,
can't
I'll add
stop
a
there. I
glossary."
must keep going.
So then I was like, "Oh, I should have glossary." And I was like, "Well, I can't do that without talking about, like, consent." So
Yeah.
then I had a whole, like, consent section, and I was like, "Well, I can't do that." And then just, like it's like a give
Yeah.
if you give a mouse a cookie situation, but,
Yeah.
like, it just got way out of control. But yeah, now I'm at, like, the end part of it, getting ready to, like, do a beta test,
Mhm.
which will give me much more information from people outside of my own brain.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
That's
almost there.
exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
We're excited to see it whenever it's in its completion, in its final form. Um, because it's like everything you described. I think it's a lot of things that a lot of people probably need, and it sounds like
Mhm.
for
It's pretty
for
helpful.
at least my brain, it makes a lot of sense you describing it, and feels like, oh, okay, yeah, of course. Now that I've down, it's basically sounds like, oh, the natural progression of what a rabbit hole would lead you to, but it's like it's already there and it's already presented
It's my rabbit hole in, like, a physical
in a
form
book.
that you can look at. You're like, "Alright, this was cool."
Google is now overrun by AI. Here, read a
Mhm,
book.
Ugh,
mhm,
I hate Google.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
but then I was, like, also doing, like I was like, "Why am I not, like, adding anything that has to do with, like, neurodivergence? That's
Yeah.
really dumb. I should add that." And then I was thinking about, like, disabilities in general, and I was like, "Okay, there should be something in there for that
Yeah.
too." Um, so yeah.
Yeah. And that's something that's really important that I don't think gets talked about a lot is that like people that are disabled have a sex life.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have
yeah.
pleasure. They get to
Yeah.
enjoy. What are you laughing about, Crystal?
That sounds bad.
Right, we're gonna cut
Yeah.
Crystal out right there.
Dishonor on you, dishonor
No,
on
here, I'll share
you.
this. I'll share this. You cut out if you want or not. I'm just laughing because I was thinking about the episode recorded with you and John.
Uh-huh. You are. Yes. And she's laughing.
Okay, because I love it. No, listen. Um,
Linda, listen.
Linda, listen. They're beautiful. They're so cute. It was so adorable to see them together. And all the next day when I was like cooking breakfast or cooking something, this thought just came to my head and it was like cracking me up all day because I love the show Love on Spectrum. Not saying you guys, yeah, kind of because Love on a Spectrum, those people fall and like they're so instantly like connected and
That's
just like attached to each other and just like
it's really funny.
obsessed with each other, and that's what Madison and John are doing. And I got to see them, and I was just like, this is like my own personal episode. Spectrum. Like, I was cracking
I love
up.
that.
Oh my
It's
god.
beautiful, cause it's beautiful, and so yes.
Wow. Well, thank you. That's
Yes, cause you
funny
guys are
though.
so cute and just but you're not like cause we would talk about that show, right? How they didn't
Yeah.
show a lot of, like, um,
Diverse, like the
diverse
spectrum.
love of the
Yeah.
spectrum.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
that's what made me think of you guys,
Oh, that's
like,
fair.
that's a good example of a
Yeah.
different but you guys are both neurospicy, and it's
Yeah.
just like you're so
Throw
obsessed with
us
each other.
on.
And I'm like, "I love this."
That's
And I was just thinking about
funny.
that. So when you brought up the disability, I
You're
was
like, oh
just
my
like
god.
thinking of and you're like, "People that can have sex life," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Clearly they can. Look at you, Madison. But I mean, like, I think it was talked about. Like, I have talked about it with like other friends from like when I was at UW, so a while ago. But the like the idea that people that are like in a wheelchair have sex is a really strange concept for a lot of
Yeah.
people. But honestly, that's a portable tool, baby. The fuck? Like you've got like there's like why would that be an inhibiting aspect of somebody getting to access like connection and pleasure?
Mhm.
Everybody wants
Yeah.
to have pleasure. Everybody has the right to be feeling pleasure.
Or
and it
whatever their pleasure
right,
is, right?
right.
Whatever that looks like.
Just because it's not something that's in your day-to-day life, because it's not something you specifically navigate, doesn't mean it's not deserving, worthy, or actually happening and valuable and, like, no, matter like,
Right.
important.
Was that something you saw in the other workbooks? Sections on that? No, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the possibility, like, exists that, like, I'm very sure I didn't see every workbook that was ever
Yeah.
created.
Right.
So it's possible that it was there. It didn't seem to be
Common.
yeah,
Yeah.
or, like, anyone was like, "This should be, like, a diverse or inclusive guide in
Yeah.
any way," and, like, as far as I could see, most of the things didn't really at all touch on consent, which I'm like, "That feels like a
Oh.
founding
That
part of
feels
this."
like a big part of it, yeah.
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 Honestly,
Um,
incredibly relevant right now.
yeah,
Not surprised as well, right? Though,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
yeah,
So, oof.
I like that about you, Gordon, is your consent. Like,
yeah.
just adding that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't get consent, like, well, then it's like, what is the purpose? Because,
Yeah.
then you're just doing things the way they've always been done, and
Mhm.
that has not worked out.
Yeah.
No.
And I think you enjoy things more, like, a lot more when there's more consent and, like, communication.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Yeah.
having a very, like, explicit, clear understanding that, like, everyone is on the same page, like,
Mhm.
It makes it
it's
so
never
much
gonna
more
make things
fun.
worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
no, it's like it's freeing too.
Yeah.
And that
Oh, yeah.
you really know where everybody involved is at. And so
Yeah.
you're able to then also kind of, at least for me, like get out of like your own head a little bit and just kind of be more present because you're not also worrying like, is this okay? Is this not okay? Oh, we didn't talk about this. Oh, now we're doing this. Oh, shoot. Do I feel okay with this? We didn't talk
Yeah.
about how we would get out of it if I wasn't feeling okay about it. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
then so forth and so on. So, yay. We're just very excited for the no pressure to have it come out anytime soon. It'll be ready when it's ready, but we're excited and ready for it when you are.
Well,
Yeah.
I can say that I think the beta is going to happen in the next week to 2 weeks,
Whoop.
Ooh.
because I got the last major part done, uh, like, what, yesterday, the day before,
Hell
and I was
yeah. Fuck
like,
yeah.
"Oh, thank you, Jesus." Not your Jesus,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
a
To
different
whoever you
Jesus.
are out
You
there,
know?
thank you.
Oh,
The universal Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah, so, um, it is close.
Yay.
It's coming, you could say.
It's
Yes. I recently was made aware that in the show Bridgerton, they say pinnacling, and now that's
Yes,
the only
pinnacle.
thing I can say.
Not
Uh,
pinnacling.
I'm pinnacling. Yes,
I
that's
don't like
correct.
it.
Uh, no, that's the best part of it. It's
I
just
don't
deeply
like. Yeah.
uncomfortable.
I've reached the pinnacle.
Yeah,
I
I've
Mhm,
am
reached the
mhm,
approaching
mhm.
the
pinnacle.
pinnacle.
Have you had pinnacle? Yeah. Have you ever? Yeah.
Have you had a pinnacle before? Your garden is in bloom.
Oh, I
I
liked.
hate it.
Now that you said Bridgerton, what's the mom's name?
Violet.
No. Oh yeah, Violet. It is Violet. When she's telling that guy like, "I am your tea," because he's like, "Oh, we moved tea." Have y'all seen the episode?
Is it the newest season?
I believe so.
I have not yet.
Oh,
John and I are
sorry.
catching up.
Sorry, guys.
Wow,
Here.
spoiler
Oh
alert.
my
Spoiler.
god.
Delete that. Oh shit. I watched it.
Whoops.
Anyways, that was a sexy part. Anyways, yeah.
Nice. Um, well,
Wait till
cool.
you see it.
Just wait till we see it.
Are you done with your waffle?
Sure. That's literally the thing that's been consuming my life,
Yeah,
That's
so
okay, that
fair.
makes sense.
That's fair. That's yay.
well, that and, working on an update to the thing that I did about ethical porn, but that's about it.
Ooh,
So,
Ooh.
yeah.
nice. Okay, well, we should get into that. But I guess before we get into that, because this is just going to easily segue into like the topic of the day and some more questions we got for you.
Yeah,
So Crystal, give us a quick recap of what happened last week.
we talked about community.
Great. Next.
Next, let's get into it. Which
Thank
this
you.
is our community.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
expanding it. We're growing it.
yeah. Which I
And
even brought up, fuck yeah, sex positive last week when
yeah,
I was
you
talking
did.
about my
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
chat with him often, and then
yes, you
yeah, he's
do.
become my community now.
Hell yeah. Crystal's
I
really
think it's
good at
so
making
important.
community.
It is so important. I was like, now you're never gonna get rid of me. Sorry,
Yep.
Gordon.
Oh no, the horror.
Oh, no.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, let's get into the topic
But I
though.
guess real quick before we progress though, re-ads. It has come to our attention that depending upon your location, your ads may not actually get adequately filtered. So just so you know, we have put a filter on the ads feature that says what we're okay with having ads be and what we're not okay with ads like being. Crystal discovered that we have some pro-life ads that are playing, at
Yeah, it was
least for her
wild.
in Texas.
My area. It was like, did you know a billboard? See, you already have it memorized. Do you know a billboard could save a baby's life?
Oh God.
Pro life. I'm like, what?
What is this?
Jesus. And I messaged Gordon. I was like, Gordon.
Yeah, because I've gotten gambling ads.
Yeah, and he's
Okay.
because it's probably where he's from. So
Well,
like
I
that
mean, like,
area.
there's like Muckleshoot Casino in Seattle, but so like it's
This
in the
is like
Washington
online
area.
sports betting.
Oh, the
Oh,
draft. All right,
Hmm.
NFL. You know, hey, friends,
so
we
crazy.
don't pick them. We just kind of generally try to provide boundaries and parameters. And if
Yeah.
it ain't perfect, that's, well, just wanted to throw it out there. Hey, guess what? We're not pro life in that way. We're very pro choice in this household.
Yeah, it's pro choice.
So, that being said, let's get to the conversation.
Yeah.
So, I think you kind of talked about this in your waffle, but like what got you into the community of sex positivity being diving and searching for your like questions you had, but do you have like more on like the community aspect of things that kind of got you there? Or how'd you connect with the community?
Accidentally.
Yes.
um, well, because like when I started, I was like, I think maybe like 10 people will think this is like somewhat interesting.
Hmm.
And so I didn't have like any real expectations of anything,
Hmm.
uh, which I was then proven very wrong about.
Yes.
Um, and one of the like unforeseen like side benefits has been like being able to like meet and connect and chat with like people that are all over the world and like diverse perspectives on things and life experiences, with like a range of different, knowledge of kink and sex and all those things. And it's just been really cool to like see how it all kind of has come together, uh, in a very unplanned way.
Oh yeah.
So, um, I'm, I mean, I love it, and I would love for there to be a non like corporate community. So like not Instagram,
Yeah.
not Facebook,
Yes.
like getting off of those kinds of platforms, um, which has been its own rabbit hole that I've gone down like many times because I'm like, there has to be like some
Hmm.
way to do this that is not like capitalism, yay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's hard to do that because I think we tried with our Discord for a bit and it started to get like, oh, there's people in the Discord.
Yeah, it was going well then.
And then Crystal was blackmailed. So we had to shut it down.
Yeah.
But it can be hard to like transfer from platforms to like different ways of connecting, particularly when it's like, I think people get so comfortable with what they're
That's what I
used to.
say. They're just
yeah.
so comfortable on these like major platforms that it's hard to get them onto something else anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Well, it's like you
hey,
never know if it's gonna get like shut down or like
right.
censored or
Oh,
whatever.
totally.
So I've been like looking into open source
Yeah.
ways of doing it, like Discord alternatives that are
Hmm.
open source. So maybe in the future that'll be something I spend time on when I
Have
have
time?
a chunk of my schedule cleared up from not doing this thing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, keep
Well,
us updated.
yeah. We'll be in there. We'll be in the community.
We'll love that. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's how you build a community, right? The
yeah.
more the merrier.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then you kind of talked about what led you to developing your workbook. How did you get to where you are now in this, like, Instagram and everything and all that?
When I was growing up and, like, being LDS,
Mhm.
uh,
Mm.
the purity culture is thick with 2 C's.
I'd say more than 2 C's. I think
Three
it's
C's
got,
or
like,
more.
3 to 5
It's a
minimum.
different level, you know? Like,
Yeah,
Mhm,
even
mhm,
thicker than
mhm.
Catholicism.
right.
Yeah, yeah, it's not great.
Nope.
So, like, with that and with, like, shame and stigma,
Mhm.
and figuring out, like, after I left the church of, like, "Oh, like, I don't really know much about anything because like,
Mhm.
you pair that with just, like, the state of sex education in this country, and it's not a good combination.
Mhm.
Um, but, the the problem is then immediately it's like, "Well, I don't know what I don't know,
Right.
so, I don't know what to do."
Mm.
And I was in the middle of, like, trying to figure out how I could have, like, a creative outlet because I just felt like my job was, burning me out as far as not being creative. Um,
I feel
and
that.
so it's just, yeah, you're
I
you're
get
having a
that.
fun time.
Hey, I see you, twin.
uh, so it's just like that and like wanting an outlet for my creativity,
Yeah.
but also like wanting an excuse to be able to continue to learn more. And like what could I do that would be a positive contribution to society and like wanting to offset capitalism in some way
Mhm.
uh, by like having a goal of never making any money from it. I was like, this is a
Yes.
good thing. Uh,
Yeah,
I must do this and it'll make my soul happy, which
yeah.
for a long time, it's been crazy that it's been well received. So I'm
Mhm.
just like,
Aw.
weird.
Here we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Like, back to your workbook, because you already talked about what led you to develop and all that. But what are you
Mhm.
hoping comes from your workbook, like, for everyone, people that engage with your workbook? What are you hoping?
I mean, my biggest thing with it is probably just like that people feel like it is a safe way to have like conversations about things.
Mhm.
Um, because sometimes like people want to have these conversations, whether like with a partner or like with their friends or even just like their own like self-reflection,
Yeah.
but they don't necessarily know either how to start or whatever, but like having a thing that you can put some of that pressure onto and it not being on you to come up with everything yourself can make it a lot easier to have those conversations start in the first place.
Yeah.
So if people like feel like it can help them like discover things they're into or discover new ways to talk about things or what to do if like something uncomfortable happens and like how to
Mhm.
handle that. Uh, as long as people feel like safe and seen, then I'm super thrilled.
Yeah.
So, I love that.
Ah, I'm excited.
Mhm.
I wanna do it now. Let's do our workbook right now.
Let's do a
Yes.
section.
Here's your
Um,
bespoke workbook that I've created just for you.
thank you. A
Yeah.
custom,
Yeah.
uh, tailored to fit. Okay, but this kind
Now
of
into the
we got
oh,
the real
sorry.
questions now. Like, not the real
Oh,
question,
no,
like,
my questions weren't real, but now
they
we're
were
into the
real.
real ones.
Those were all fake.
Those were
Uh,
practice. That
they were AI
was
generated,
yeah.
so here
Oh,
we go.
hell no.
I did make that joke today at
No,
work.
those were to, be deep and cute, and
Yeah.
now we're getting into the nasty. No,
Now
I'm
we're getting
kidding.
What?
nasty. Um,
How did you phrase it in that fucking graphic?
Use
oh,
you?
Yeah,
yeah.
rude as hell.
I know I didn't ask for consent.
Crystal. Well,
She's just like, tee hee, what do you think? I'm like,
tee.
God damn it.
I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
You liked
Crystal's like, I want to clear my name. This is what Crystal would like to do. Anyway,
I don't care about clearing my name.
she's gonna stand on business.
Stand on business, 10 toes.
10 toes. Um, so how do you bring up then, like, how do you bring up a kink or a taboo interest with a partner without making them feel unsafe?
I think the biggest thing is like having the conversation outside of like sex, when it's happening.
Yes.
Not
Mm.
that it's, like, uncomfortable then, because it would seem like it'd be easier. The problem is that, like, a lot of times things can seem like hotter when you're already in that frame of
Yeah.
mind
Right.
and not like clear headed.
Yes.
So like you might be like, oh fuck yeah. And then like afterwards you're like, why did I say yes to that?
Yeah, you're
Yes,
like,
I do
"What
that a lot.
happened?" Crystal gets in those situations. Right.
Yeah.
But like setting it up as like a way of communicating this as like not a demand,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
oh, like I'm into choking. How do I bring up choking with my partner?
yeah,
Like you frame it as a non-demand and like this is just something I want to like talk, see like what your feelings are on the issue. It's not like a request for it to happen at any point in time. It doesn't
yeah,
have to happen
Mhm.
at all. But I just wanted to like verbalize how I feel about this.
right.
Yeah.
Um, and so, just having it be very like low pressure
Yeah,
is
Mhm.
already going to be way less than being like, "Hey, can you choke me?"
yeah,
Like, without having any discussion before, like, that
right. Like,
person
"What
may have
do you
had yeah,
mean?"
they may have had, like, a bad history with it
Yeah.
or, whatever, you don't know until
So
you have that
true.
conversation.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think I mean, another way I found to, like, approach the conversation is, like, the other day, John and I went through a different like, an intimacy deck or something like that, like, with
Mm,
different questions to ask, like, your partner or whatever, and some of them were lighter hearted for sure, but then other ones were with more like, "Oh, this is a more intimately phrased question," or, like, it's trying to aim me towards these kinds of conversations, and being the, like, ADHD brains we are, automatically it kind of trailed to like other conversations and just kind of going over like, hey, where are you at on ethical non-monogamy? Where are you at when it comes to like I personally am somebody who does like choking and we know this, but and
we
like
know this.
we know this, we see
Mhm.
this, we accept this. It's my truth. um but I also like understand, like, I just like a lot of things with intense pressure for sensory reasons as well, and that's not
Yeah,
something everybody's automatically, like, into or, um, like,
Experienced in?
experienced in,
Mhm.
for example, like, I don't think John would hear if I said it, but he was like, "I just have a hard idea, like, I'm not I have a hard time with the concept of, like, striking anybody," and I'm like, "I get that."
mm,
Like, so, like, slapping, that type of shit, that for sure is a strange headspace to be in when, like, the natural instinct is, "I do not wanna do that to you."
right.
And so, how do you, like, navigate all that aspect? And I was like, "Honestly, that's probably frankly, that's fine. That's actually so long as I have pressure other ways, I'm happy and I'm satisfied with
Yeah.
that." Like,
Yeah.
I also am somebody who's definitely had my own experiences with being in situations where and I think this happens with a lot of neurodivergent folks, is you get into situations impulsively because we are chasing the dopamine of impulsivity a little bit, but then you have a tendency to also get into unsafe situations as well at a higher level. Um,
Mhm.
and so I have had my own like process of like consistently reevaluating. Am I actually into that, or was I into it because of the situation I was in, and I needed to feel safe still to
Yeah.
accommodate them? And so it's also a kind of like I'm excited for your workbook in part just because it's another opportunity to have like a conversation with myself on like, hey, am I still into that? Am I actually into that? And that can change over time
Yep.
too.
Well, yeah, what if, like, me during a conversation, I do tell people that you could get me to doing it
Yeah,
when I am in that moment,
yeah,
but I'm okay with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's fine.
And I think it's important for like, especially in that kind of situation,
Mhm.
that everyone is on the same page about like consent can be revoked at any time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because like, if you start doing something and you're like, oh, actually, this
I
doesn't
don't want
feel
that.
good right
Yeah.
now,
Right.
and you say stop, you have the trust and the knowledge that that person's going to actually like
Mhm.
listen to you.
Right. So
Yeah.
then I have a question for you. So how would you go about if someone has, let's say, trigger warning, friends listening. If someone has like a rape fantasy or a rape kink that they're into and they
It's
like,
very
and
common.
it's very, yeah, it's not uncommon.
Yeah, it's
But
so
how do
true.
you approach that with your partner, right? If it's with somebody who you care about deeply, and if you like automatically on instinct, for example, hear them say stop, but that's kind of part of it, but also trying to cage it. How would you go about setting up like the framework of safety and consent in those kinds of like heavier kink spaces, I guess I would say.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, like that one falls like into what's considered edge play.
Mhm.
So edge play is stuff that has like any sort of physical or mental risk associated with it. And in those kind of situations, having a non yes or no safe
Mm.
word
Mhm.
um, is key. Also, having both verbal and nonverbal safe words is
Mhm.
key.
Mm.
Um, as far as safe words go, like I know people have their like favorite words.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the traffic light system or the stoplight system.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just because it's easy to
you
understand of
know it.
like
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
red, yellow, green
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
I'm in the
And then
yellow. This is okay, but it could change. Like
yeah, yeah.
red,
Yeah, I
we got
like
to stop.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And red is just like an immediate, no
That's it.
questions
Yeah.
asked,
Yeah.
done. Um, but so that's why I think like in those situations, especially like yes or no or stop can be confusing sometimes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Especially to neurodivergent brains when
Yeah.
you're like, this is what I know is the true thing to do. Um,
Mhm.
but also like having the knowledge before you go into something like that, that like we're gonna do this, and afterwards we have like aftercare set up,
Yep.
and depending on what you like for
Mhm.
aftercare, a part of that may be like talking about what felt good, what didn't feel
Mhm.
good, if you want to do it again in the future, what you want to change. And so I think like having that framework of safety set up beforehand
Yeah.
is gonna make things hopefully smoother.
Yeah.
But then the trust and safety that your partner is gonna listen if you do something like stop, this is like if stop is one of your safe words, like maybe no or stop isn't a part of what you're into about it. So like
Mhm.
it really just depends on what you set up.
Yeah. Well, and I think I have another question to go follow up, but um oh God, what are I had two parts to that question. Maybe the second part will come round. But for those that are listening and just like kind of getting into like kink, because we do, I think it's interesting, have like a very wide range of listeners and with a very wide range of experience. What is aftercare?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
People wanna know that. Yeah.
I love when I
Let's
talk
go
about
into
stuff 'cause I'm
that.
just like everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's
No,
fine.
Right.
that's yeah, but you're right, like,
But like
people
what
don't
is
know about that.
aftercare?
I think that's really important.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would say it's
A part of the whole process.
yeah.
A big
Yeah.
part of it.
I mean, even if it's like a 1 second check-in, I think it should be a part of the process
Yeah.
regardless. But it's like what afterwards of a scene or a session or whatever you want to call it is the preferred way of recovering together. So, like, some people like to cuddle, some people want alone time, some people want like warm blankets or like tea or popcorn or something.
Mhm.
Some people want to take a shower. Like, it kind of just ranges from every person being their own individual and having their own like things that they like, but
Mhm.
having the conversation about what it looks like for each person involved should happen well before anything actually happens.
Mhm. And I think I'd say folks might be doing some degree of that on their own without knowing that, oh, that's part of this. Like, oh, I'm staying and I'm holding her, or we're staying and we're cuddling a little bit longer. Like we're still
Yep.
staying in contact and connection. That count. That's part of it. You just may not have labeled it or talked about it with your partner as like a part of the process, which is, I would like to stay cuddling for this amount of
Hmm.
for a little bit longer after we have reached the pinnacle. Hopefully. Um, how are we
Mhm.
climbing down from the pinnacle is gonna vary and it's gonna change.
Yeah, and aftercare probably looks different from what different sessions and things you're doing. If
Oh
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
extreme,
Yeah.
session, aftercare will look different than just, like, a chill
Oh yeah.
pinnacle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, like if you're someone that like wants like humiliation or degradation,
Yep.
Yeah.
like aftercare could be like affirmations
Yeah.
or
Yes.
like gentle touch or like showing affection in different
Yeah.
Yeah,
ways.
showing
So it
affection.
really just
Hmm.
depends on what it is and who it's with, and
Yeah.
you know,
Having a conversation.
communication. It's
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
so
gosh.
helpful.
Okay, next question.
Do you miss the magic underwear? So can you
Uh,
explain that to us?
Because
Because we
when
both
Madison
were
was
like,
typing, we are
"What?"
like, "What question is this?" But our friend, our good old friend Cesar,
Shout out.
he always like he's legit research probably, like looked you up, knows your background or, from your page and then
you get
yeah.
like a FBI background check. It's
Oh,
great.
maybe
He sometimes will for
he
us on
will for us.
Love that. Love that.
Everyone
Um,
needs an FBI friend.
mhm,
Yes,
mhm.
everyone needs a Cesar.
Um, yeah, so that's a Mormon thing.
Oh, bye.
Um, but I never had the magic underwear because
Is it
I left the church before my mission. So
Oh.
Oh, so
yeah.
you were
Okay,
pretty young?
wait.
Hmm.
So
Like
what
what?
I
Oh,
was like
sorry.
18.
Yeah, 18, because you
okay.
go on a
Yeah.
mission usually right then
Yeah.
after
At
high
like
school.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is this magic underwear you speak of?
So they're called garments.
Mhm.
And if you're thinking of like underwear that's not sexy, it's worse than that.
Long johns.
Nice.
Kinda, right?
Long johns are sexier than garments.
What? How does it get less sexy than Long John?
You should search Mormon garments and
Okay.
look at a picture. Even though like people aren't supposed to see pictures of them,
They're out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're out there.
Listen, it's a big wide world.
Which is also hilarious because there is a like subcategory or a company or something within porn that
Oh.
makes like Mormon themed porn.
And
And I
they're
just
wearing
know
these
how
Oh
angry the
my
church must be that that
god. That's
exists.
like a real thing.
Yeah,
That's
and
too
I'm just like,
funny.
this makes me happy
This
inside.
I'm so happy this is like a Pornhub section right now. Oh my god.
the
Look at that.
underwear part is interesting.
So why is it
That's a
called
word.
magic underwear?
Because it's like a protection form of cleanliness, like thing. I don't know as much about garments as I probably should,
Eh.
Oh, why should
because
you?
I checked out at that point. I was like, nope, don't care, bye.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, no, it's just another wonderful part of the religion that is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day
You
Saints.
saints.
Ah. I looked it up. You're right, they're not sexy. Oh, what belief about bisexuality, sex, and or relationships took the longest to unlearn, like when the deconstruction of like faith part?
I'm curious why specifically bisexuality is in there, but I would say like
Or I don't know if that's for us,
it could be.
It could be
You
a
could be
part of
right.
it.
because people know yeah.
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 Well, because I mean, like you said, like ask us questions, right?
Yeah, so it
So
could
was
be
everyone.
Could be
yeah.
all of us, yeah.
And you guys were just like, you're gonna answer all of these questions. Good luck.
This is us grilling you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't have to disclose anything.
Take a stab at it.
Well, sh listen, I don't have a sword, I have a sheath, thank you very much. So
I
I
don't know
can't
what that
take a stab.
means. Oh, got you. I got you.
Thank
Same
you.
page. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I'm like, what took the longest to unlearn? I don't know. Also, it took a minute to even figure out that I was, because like I always liked girls or attracted girls, but I guess it took me a minute to determine, was it just like I think all women are beautiful, so I'm like they're beautiful, wonderful, and I'd like admire them, and then it got sexual. Like I started to notice I was like sexually turned on by them,
Mhm.
like in my early 20s, like but boys and things like that, like that sexually turned me on at a younger age.
I think, like, for me, it's strange. I have a lot of mixed feelings, like, kind of, like, reviewing or thinking about it, in part just because, like, I explored my sexuality, I think, very, very young, and I think it was in part because nothing was really explained, like, it was very
Mm,
abstinence-based education, and so I remember being, like, young and playing house with one of my, like, childhood best friends growing up, and, like, exploring each other's bodies because we were like, well, this is what mommies and daddies do or whatever. And figuring it out that way and being like, oh, I just like to be touched. Clearly, I like this, whatever. And not really thinking about the fact that it was like we were two girls or who it was. It was just like we were just playing we were role playing essentially. Um and so thinking later down the line, being like, oh, okay, so this is just another added like, let me reassess this. I'm probably not straight like the church would like me to be. Um because that ship has sailed. I definitely like things. um but what would I put it to be exactly? Like, is it specifically like gender based? Is it not? And I think like that's where I found for myself more aligned with like pansexual, demi-romantic, like not necessarily. I'm more of a soul person, Soul, not like
Not
feet.
feet.
This is a callback to an earlier episode with
Oh,
Cesar.
yeah.
um,
Like the soul.
so,
What
aw,
we thought.
but like, so that really is like a big part for me, and like then like connecting with that person on a intimate and soul level. That's a part of what's fun and like pleasurable to me. Um,
Mhm.
so I think like the belief that it was a sin inherently or that I was doing something wrong or was like it took a lot longer to deconstruct because I didn't know I held it, I don't think, for a long time.
Yeah.
I just felt it subconsciously. And like I remember my mom was visiting me at college and I had like my partner at the time, Maria, and I was like, I don't oh my, this is the first time I've actually would possibly be introducing my mom to my partner who's like assigned female at birth with like, wow, okay, this is how, ooh, okay, fascinating. I'm going to address things that are coming up. So I think it's um it took the longest to unlearn because I didn't realize I had to unlearn things for myself, again, in the actual experience of it.
I don't know what I had to unlearn because, like, my mom I mean, even though, like, I was raised Catholic,
Hmm.
it's just like, you just go confess and you're cool. Like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wasn't raised so hardcore to think bisexuality or being gay was, like, a big issue.
Hmm.
Um, Sex, my mom was, pretty just like, "Just don't get pregnant."
Hmm.
But she didn't talk about it in a good way, like, it's fun, explore it, or she wasn't like, "You're gonna go to like, a belief of she was like, "Just don't get pregnant. Just don't have no kids
Hmm.
in a relationship." So, I don't know what I really had to unlearn. I think just maybe my own yeah, like you said, Mess, like, maybe my own shame and, like, guilt just from, like, society or, like,
Hmm.
taking on things that were never mine and,
Yeah.
like, my mom wasn't even giving me. Mhm.
I think mine has primarily been, that it is okay to engage in sex. I'm not a bad person for
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Because my dad, like when my dad found out I had sex for the first time, I was 16. He didn't talk to me for like the whole summer, possibly I think it was 6 months or something like that. He would not talk to me,
Jesus
look at me, or
Christ.
address me. And I was like living under his roof. Like my car was taken away, my phone was taken away. I was biking to my boyfriend's house on Douglas Island from where I live, which is, if
Oh,
you
gosh.
know, that's a long bike ride. Because I was like, damn it, I'm gonna have sex. I'm gonna bike there then, I guess. Um, so I think just learning that I'm still lovable and it doesn't affect the ability to be loved or like
Yeah.
your
Your worth.
goodness as a
Yeah.
person. That's
Yeah.
clearly because I mean, look at the people we're in the world right now.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
She's like, "Pull, rein it
I
in."
What about
think,
you?
yeah, I think for me, like, well, for a long time, I was like, okay, bisexual, that makes sense. And then I was like, well, it doesn't feel quite right.
Hmm.
And then I like gravitated towards queer and I was like, oh, this feels much better. Okay, good.
Hmm.
Uh, but the church is very loudly not fan of anything
Hmm.
other than straight.
Yep.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
um, they love to say, hate the sinner or love the sinner, hate the sin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh, but I think as far as like unlearning, I think the first part of it was like learning that love and sex are two different things.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Just because you have sex with someone doesn't mean that you love them,
Yep.
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yep.
uh, but just I think everything that I've come to at this point in my life around.
Come to. Sorry.
Well, it was good to see you guys. We'll talk later. Goodbye. Just kidding.
I'm so
Uh,
sorry.
n-
That's hilarious. You just log off.
yeah,
Well,
user has left the session. Okay,
it's like,
He's re-
damn
You're
it,
the one
there's our
recording.
recording.
just control alt delete that right now.
Devastating.
Damn.
The the how purity culture, like there's the surface level stuff that like everyone's like, all right, I'm deconstructing.
Mhm.
This is stuff that I'm unlearning, but there's stuff that like is very deeply rooted and hidden
Mhm.
that you
Mhm.
don't know is there until it's like all of a sudden you're like, wait, why do I feel weird about this? Or
Yeah.
why am I having this like weird like thought about something? And then you're like, oh, that's what
Mhm.
that is. Um,
Yeah.
and so it's like the learning of that you're not done learning, I think
Mhm.
has been very unforeseen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that takes a lot of like just humility and like you're like not just like work on like deconstructing sexual shame, but like who you are as a person. This takes a lot of internal other like healing work too. To
Oh
like
yeah.
have the humility to go, oh, I don't know everything. Ah,
Mhm.
damn. It's a practice, not perfection.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Do you have any hot takes regarding kinks or sexuality?
I mean, it's one that I saw today in a meme
Ooh,
that
share
I already shared with you.
it.
Relax. Uh,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Relax,
You
but
don't
not
tell me to relax,
me.
sir.
you'll be fine. Uh,
Gordon, you need to come on here more often to keep Crystal in check.
Uh, oh God,
it-
now I'm gonna be crazy. No.
She's unhinged.
just gonna let loose. Uh, it's a belief that I've had for a long time, and I think a lot of people share it. But um, it is that 50 Shades of Grey did more harm to like the perception
Yes.
of kink and BDSM than most other things.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh my
But so
God,
many
yeah.
housewives, so many like of that, like demographic loved it. It's so
it
gross.
was like a lot of people's like first introduction to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And of a first
So
introduction, meh,
A misinformed one.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like what would you
this is why
say
people
are
get
the
confused about consent.
yeah. Well, what would you say are like
Yes.
the high like top 5 things they did that really did like what are the main things that were harmful about it?
Well,
I
consent, you
mean,
said that.
Yeah.
the consent is like the top of the list for me,
It's
Yeah.
never
and
asked
just
for,
like,
is it? Like not
well,
really.
like there is the concept of like people will give consent after being coerced, which isn't
That's not
consent.
No.
consent.
And I think that's a lot of what's in that movie
Yep.
is like making her think that like this is something that she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So like that was like when I was watching it, like I hadn't really like gotten into like the investigation of kink and BDSM and anything at that point. But as like when that was stuff was happening, I was like, this feels weird inside. Why does this feel weird inside?
Something is
Uh
not right.
yeah, so but then, later on you realize that, oh yes, no, this is all very bad.
This was not okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and not everybody has a full like sex dungeon set up,
No.
just ready to go.
Even though some people may want that,
Yeah.
just isn't
Mm-hmm.
there.
In this economy?
Well, that Netflix show, How to Build a Sex Room,
Oh, that's on my list
I
of things
haven't
to
seen it.
watch.
the host of that show,
Oh,
amazing. She's
Ooh.
so fucking hilarious.
okay. Adding it to the list. 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Or it's on my list. Bumping it up higher on the list, I should say.
You should.
Um, I think hot take. I don't know if it's a like, I'm trying to figure out how I would phrase it because I don't even know if it's really so much a hot take as, like, society realizing women like sex, which is that, like, it's not wild that, like, smut and romance has kind of gotten bigger or, like, at least in the world that I'm exposed to in social media. But I think that Heated Rivalry, right, also got really big
Mm.
as a TV show, like, in part just because women, we want to watch sex. We like watching pleasure, even if or and it's
Those are the
not
only scenes I really
revolutionary
watch in that show. Like, I will it doesn't keep my attention.
until it's back to the gay
It's when I see,
sex.
like, body, I'm like, "Oh, there
So you
it
just wanna
is."
watch porn is what it
Yeah,
is.
with a
There's
little plot.
I like the other characters, like, the main 2 characters, hockey players, they're cool, but there's, like, a side couple,
Mhm.
love it so much more, so cute, so beautiful. Yes. And they're also hot. They're hotter than the main ones, I think, in my opinion.
Hell yeah. Okay, hot take possibly.
That's a hot take.
There we go.
That's a hot take. The not the
That's
main characters of the show, but the other 2 couple, the 2 guys, those are the
those are the hot
hotties,
ones.
and they should be the main character.
It should be about
Whoever wrote the
them.
show got it wrong. It's
It's
about
based
them.
off a book, girl.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The
Read the
author,
book.
do it better. Change it up.
But,
No, it's the casting.
when I think but I do think that, like, I think it's like, people it's interesting that, like, one of the biggest book categories is romance and, like, that kind of, like, s s sexy romance, hot, like, like, trashy novels or whatever, has
Yeah.
always been a very large, like,
Because
aspect of,
even,
like, the
like,
book.
housewives are just
Yeah,
reading romance, kink
right,
novels,
and
like, it's just been a thing.
yet we make fun of women for wanting to be loved at the same time. Like, it's like, why do you like they get expectations as a society is like, oh, that's just fantasy. That's just in books. It's like, no, but like if you aren't getting it in the real world because other people aren't doing the work to like be a good person, then of course you're gonna want to read about it at least. But it shouldn't be like a wild thing, in my opinion. That
Oh, yeah.
like that's not that radical that women like watching sex. We like
No.
watching porn. We like having sex.
Yeah, we do.
Was that all?
I was like, "No, we do," but I was like but I do know a lot of women who don't do it,
Oh
who
yeah.
don't actually watch porn.
Yeah.
Where I'm believe me, this area I'm living
You're like, "Listen,
in,
I'm
because I think
surrounded."
that had led to a conversation I had with you once, Gordon, about, like, like, someone being upset with their partner having OnlyFans,
Oh,
right?
Mm.
yeah.
And they're like, "It's cheat," like, they contribute
Yeah.
and relate to, like, cheating, and I'm like, "It's just OnlyFans," you know? Um,
It's like, you're supporting a small business.
like, we
Ye
have our personal thoughts on it, right?
Yeah.
But then they have the right to have a feeling of, like, they don't you know, they would like to have a conversation with their partner about it or
Well, that's why I think, like, talking with a person that you're either dating or married to or whatever, like, around what each individual person's boundaries look like and
Yeah.
what, like, is considered outside of the relationship, inside of, like, all that stuff is, like,
Yeah.
so important because, like, one person might be like, "Oh, like, watching porn isn't that big a deal," but for someone else, it's, like, an absolute deal breaker,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it's like, well, that's probably not gonna work out then.
Right, you should talk about
Exactly.
that
Then
sooner
just talk
rather than
about it.
later. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Talk about
yeah.
it at the beginning and know it, and then you won't have that yeah. Because you shouldn't make someone give up porn. No one but you can't make me give up
No,
porn.
absolutely not. I mean, even in
Jesus.
a state where it's illegal, baby, I'm putting it on a VPN.
Oh, yeah,
I will
VPN me
find
and a
me
VPN
some.
go hard.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
And VPN anyways, be smart, but
Yeah,
anyways.
don't let them find you. Um,
Mm-mm.
when people hear kink positive, they picture one thing. What does it mean? What does it actually mean? Um, when it comes to your like values and boundaries.
I think it's not kink shaming. Like, you can kink question, but,
Yep.
like, putting someone down for something that, like, turns them on, uh, is, very 2024, so, like, don't do that. Um,
What about age play?
Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
that role
age
playing?
play, yeah,
Okay.
I would say it's role playing.
Yeah.
it's hard because it's like, well, what is the specifics of it for whoever it is,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Because like some people don't have a like specific age. Some people have it just like dynamic of like,
I'm thinking stepmom, like as a category in Pornhub, like, and then there's like a kid, or but it's not a descriptive age, like it's like they're in the 20s.
well, there is like DDLG, right?
Hmm.
And so
For the
that,
listener.
What's DDL? Yeah.
well, the term I would say is outdated.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
DDLG is going to be the most widely recognized term of like dominant daddy little girl.
Yep.
Yeah. That's.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think that needs to be updated personally.
Yep.
Hmm.
Um, and there's like various ways that it has been updated, but it's not like widely used yet. But
Hmm.
um, it really is about like if it's something that you're not comfortable with, like that's really that all that needs to be
Hmm.
said about it, and
Hmm.
hopefully like your partner is okay with that.
Hmm.
It depends on if it's something that they feel is central to their like arousal or their pleasure.
Yeah.
um but I mean, at the end of the day, like it is still fantasy, like
Hmm.
you're not actually a child.
Right.
Yeah.
So but there is that like mental hurdle for the person that is coming into the situation if they don't have any experience
Yeah.
of
Hmm.
like, how do I make my brain understand that?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
actually puts me into like a bit of a question of like, I think a lot of, or how, like Dom versus sub,
mm,
and getting into those headspaces, if it's your first time and maybe you're like, I don't really know, but your partner's more versed in it. So if your like partner, for example, is like, I prefer, like, I'm a sub and I really want to enter this headspace of play with you. And it's like, oh, well, I feel like I'm more of a dominant person, but I've never really explored like dominance in the way that you're describing. Um, how would you recommend like someone go about navigating that?
I mean, I think the biggest thing, especially like with any of the stuff that we're talking about, is just like it is. It shouldn't be at any point like a race. Like you're not under any time constraints to like,
No.
I need to be on
Right.
board with this right now, or it's never going to be a thing.
Yes.
Uh,
You do not need
so
to be
like
perfect at it either right now.
No.
no, no, and especially like it's something that you don't have experience, you're already gonna feel like hesitant about everything.
Hmm.
So it's like just that slow thing of, taking it one step at a time. You don't have to do any like big scenes or anything. It could just be
Hmm.
like, I want you to get on your knees. Like
Mhm.
that's it. That's all that has
Yeah.
to be
Giving
there,
a
right?
direction.
Right, right.
Just
Just
give me a
us like one
direction.
direction.
Oof. Yeah.
Mm, uh,
Baby, you
poor
light
choice
up
of
my
words.
world like nobody else.
As soon as I said, I was like, she's gonna
Damn
fucking
it.
say
I was
something.
like, I held back. I held it in as long as I could.
It was me. I was the one that made the face. But yeah, I think, I mean, I think there's been a lot of things that as much as all of this stuff that I know about, there's still a ton of stuff I don't know about.
Hmm.
And there's always going to be things where I'm like, oh, I don't know anything about this. Um, I'm gonna need you to help me like
Hmm.
navigate this for a while until I feel like I have picked it up.
Mhm,
And I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like it's not
mhm,
gonna be the finished scene of like the person being a dominant, but it's gonna be like the baby steps of like, oh, I'm gonna check in after I, like say a command or after there's punishment or something.
mhm,
Hmm.
And normally like you wouldn't do it like right away after until like aftercare.
mhm.
But for a while you're probably gonna want to do those like little check-ins
Hmm.
in the middle of stuff, just while you're like
To get
finding what your
Immediate
comfort level
feedback.
is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It is a puzzle that does not need to be finished, completed, or perfect.
Nope.
We're just learning, like, and it's going to be different with different partners too.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
everybody's in a different space and how they feel with a certain person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will say that like especially for things that seem like they're very popular, uh, where there are like safety concerns. Like, for instance, you mentioned earlier choking.
Mhm.
Yes.
There's a right way to choke someone and a wrong way to
Yes.
choke someone.
Yes.
100%.
Let's talk about that.
I
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I like that, but when I talk to guys, I let them know, like, our first encounter of sex, you're not choking me.
Yeah.
Right,
Like,
right.
yeah, and just talking about that because, yeah, one of the that is one that you need to know how to choke someone properly and
Yeah.
then learn where I'm comfortable, like, how far I like to go of being choked
Mhm.
and yeah.
Yeah. Especially like you were mentioning earlier, like a lot of people have grown up like knowing to not do those
Right.
things. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, I want this. And you're like, that doesn't feel
Well,
right. This is a trap.
You get
it's a
striked, you
trap.
Yeah.
got, like, slapped or you get
Yeah.
striked. Yeah, like,
Like
I don't like
spit
to
on
hit
you.
ladies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Like, you want me to do what?
Yeah.
You want me to hit you where?
This is a baby
Mhm.
bird situation. What am I doing? What am I
Like,
doing
what
here?
do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What does it
Yeah.
mean? Um, like I mean, yeah, I think for me it's like it is definite different degrees of in the moment too. Like there are some days where
Mhm.
I'm like, "Oh, you can choke me pretty damn hard. Like if I pass out, I'm hitting heaven. Like we're doing okay."
Yeah.
But then there are days where it's like, just a little bit of light pressure is all I'm okay with right now. And so
Mhm.
it can
Yeah.
even in like a
Yeah.
person who likes something, the degree with which you want it can change day to day, and that means it's always worth consistently checking in on.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, there was a person that wanted to pass out.
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't like this already, but continue. And they're like, well, I want to pass out and I want to wake up to you inside me. And I was
Mhm.
like, this feels very risky,
Yes.
but like we can take it slow. And like we did it like the whole slow thing where it was
Hmm.
like one step at a time.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh.
but it is a learning thing for most
Did you get
people.
to it? Did you make it to the goal?
Crystal
Yes.
asking the pressing questions.
Like, the questions the all the people wanna know
The
now
people want to know.
because you already brought it up. You have to
Got to
know.
get people what they want.
It gets the people going. Lonely Island, what song was it? Turned 17 this year? Y'all. I think it's on a
I hate that knowledge.
I'm
Why
on
are
a
you
boat.
telling me
I was gonna
this?
say lots of songs I like have turned
Yeah,
20.
I
Like,
don't like
come on,
that.
it's alright.
I know.
I love it, it's alright.
Too old for Republicans anyway.
Thank God we made it.
I meant the songs, but yes, also us.
Oh, yes, well, meh. Um, well, let's see. Did you have any other things you want to talk about with like choking or like other like popular but dangerous areas of kink?
Hmm. I mean, choking is a big one,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people think that it's just grab and
Mm-hmm.
choke. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
don't don't put the pressure on the windpipe. Don't do that.
No.
Nope.
That's bad.
Big no
Um,
no.
big no no. I think it's not like a safety thing because there are like edge play things that are like genuinely like dangerous, like knife play,
Yeah. Blood
uh,
play.
blood play. Yeah, I mean, there's a portion in the workbook that is edge play
Mm-hmm.
things that I've cordoned off from the checklist
Mm-hmm.
itself, so that people know what they're getting into before they start checking things off in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Ugh.
but I think if you are wanting to do something, um, and you are not partnered, or you have a partner that is not experienced in that area,
Yeah.
it is very helpful to try to seek out someone that does have experience in that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Um, because like those safety things are just very crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, always have a buddy with experience when you're
Hmm, hmm.
Mhm.
adventuring into uncharted and possibly
Yes.
dangerous territories. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean it's a
use your
no,
community.
but like it's okay to ask questions and to like find someone who's a professional or more experienced.
Or can help you
Yeah.
find like, lead you in the right direction to find what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, professionals are the solution to a lot of the things, especially like when you start talking about like we've never had a threesome before. Like,
Well, then you better get a professional.
Hire a professional.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
ask
yeah.
your fucking friend that you go to movies on every
Yeah.
Wednesdays and Thursday, you know?
Oh, to join you?
No,
No.
no, no. Get a professional. Find your
I'm still searching for my
third.
threesome
um,
for 2 bisexual men.
Mm,
you
mhm,
want to be
mhm,
Eiffel
mhm.
Tower,
Those are like unicorns,
honestly. Yeah,
especially around here. I
I
mean, they're
believe it.
probably around here,
They're just not
but you
out
know what I'm
about it.
saying?
Yeah. Eh, we'll manifest it for you, Crystal. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
anything like how we recorded last week, you'll have somebody show up in your DMs tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Take this as your advertising opportunity that you're
Yeah.
currently seeking 2 bisexual men.
I also just been using it on guys that I'm not interested in, and if they just automatically get too sexual, I'm just like, "Do you like men? Like, please make out with
Do you
men.
like men?
Do you wanna join me in this?" And they're like, "Oh, no, but another chick." I'm like, "No,
No.
I'm looking for men."
Oh,
I have strong feelings about that.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, no, no. I mean, just like the amount of like uh straight cis men that are
Yeah.
like, I'm okay with a
2
threesome as
girls.
long
With
as
a
it's with a woman.
girl. Yeah.
Yes, as long
Just
as
like
it's another girl.
It's
So you
eye
got 2 chicks. I'm
roll.
like, yes, that's annoying. That's why I'm like,
the
"Nope."
male centered pleasure.
Yes.
Yes,
Ah!
and I want it to be about me.
You're like, listen,
And why not, right?
right. Everybody
Exactly,
gets to have a
so
turn in the spotlight.
yeah, because 'cause I've done the chicks, I'm like, 2 dudes, but anyways.
Okay,
And to
this
see them also kiss.
oh,
'Cause
yeah.
you can be with 2 dudes who are not gonna interact with each other and just,
Yeah.
like, make it about you, but it, like, is even sexier
That reminds
if
it
the 2 guys are also
well, it reminds me of the book we
getting it
were
all too.
reading for book club.
Oh my god,
That was a
yes!
hot book,
Maybe
baby.
that's what got me ignited into this
That was a
fantasy.
hot book. Oy, 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 oy,
Yeah.
oy. It's great. I can't remember it. I rec it's so good, I don't remember it.
But it
Like, you
is
gonna drop that
hot.
title or what?
I think it's like something of lies.
I thought it was like fire, but yeah, you're probably right,
What?
lies.
Um,
Fire of lies, no, I'm just joking.
yeah, the next question is a little bit more fun. Uh, Desert island, you're on it. You could only take one toy with you. What would it be? This is a toy that could be used with yourself or with someone else. So maybe like you can get 2 toys. So one toy that's for you, one toy you can use with the partner, but that's like every toy you could.
No, I think it's just one toy.
One
I
toy.
can only take one other person? That's not very poly inclusive,
No.
but it's fine, I
That's
guess.
that's
Well, the
discrimination.
it's okay, not everybody who asks these questions think like that.
That's fair.
I
That's
know
very fair.
exactly who Crystal is. Crystal, we love our friend who asked this question.
Yes. Yeah,
And I see you becoming protective.
I'm like,
And
"Don't you dare come for my love." Anyways.
I would never do such a thing.
what you did for love. I would take my G thumb because it's a 3-in-1, baby. I
I
got
know.
it's got the like suction tool, it's got the thumpy tool, it's got a vibrator, all in one neat little concise package.
I bet after tomorrow, I will agree with you, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna go by myself. I'm not gonna even have a partner, I'm just gonna take my rose. So
Wait,
basic.
wait, a partner could be a toy? Is that what we're talking about in this situation? Because if that's the case,
Well, because this isn't what would it be to be used with yourself or with someone else? I was like, I'll just be by myself with my rose on an island.
how are you interpreting the question?
It says,
You don't wanna bring somebody?
You don't want anybody on the island with you at all?
Not
"Oh,
even for, like, logistical things?
Yeah.
no,
Who's
You're
gonna
like, "I
build
can
your
build this
fire?
shelter myself."
Yeah.
I can build my own fire."
Okay, baby, let's send you on Naked and Afraid right now.
I don't wanna go on that. I have no desire to be on it. This is hypothetical. If I'm on a desert island and you could only take one toy, what would it be, in parentheses, to used with yourself and with someone else?
So 2 toys or 1 toy with 1 person.
Okay, I would take my rose and one person, fine. I'll take someone.
But now you can pick 2 toys.
Okay, another toy? Probably like a leash or collar or something like that.
Okay, fun.
So you don't get lost. That's smart.
That's
It's very smart.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Shut it down, folks. That was a beautiful ending. That was the drop the mic right there. Oh my god. Whew, get out of the kitchen. It's hot. The heat. It's rising.
Just trying to be
Okay.
safety conscious, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I
Okay, what
mean,
about you, Gordon? Answer the
yes,
question.
answer the question.
That's the challenge. I mean, I'm not sure there's any toy that I would need for me.
Okay.
But
I
if I'm
mean,
going with
you
another
can.
person, then I'll get 2 toys for them
Yeah,
Exactly.
that
you
we
can
can
take.
use.
Yeah,
Or
you
that you
can
like
take.
to use on someone.
Yeah.
My brain is going into like practical mode.
Logistically speaking, I should have these tools on this
I
island.
think for one, like a fucking machine.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like if I need to go like get wood or like make dinner, I'm like, hey, you're in the mood, but like we're gonna die if we don't eat. Like, here you go. I'll make something for
That's
you.
smart.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Brilliant.
I was actually gonna buy that first from Bellessa because they have one
They
now.
do.
And it's out of it's out of stock, and so I put my name to like be notified.
Yeah.
is it a stationary one or is it like the mobile one?
You can attach
I mean, you can
it.
move it, you can attach it, suck it to anything, you know what I mean? Like stick it to any place.
You can also put it on
Okay.
top of their like body mount pillow.
The pillow
Mhm.
thing, yeah,
And
okay.
it like moves.
I just don't
It's-
like the angle that the dildo of it is at. It's very straight.
Could you
Oh, there's
swap
no
it?
angle in the dildo, right? You're right.
It looks incredibly firm and not
Oh.
not
So you
like
can just like put a different
replaceable.
end on it?
I don't think you
No,
can.
it's like the toy
Um,
is
So, I mean, that's like their grade toy because I've seen lovely ones and they are expensive,
Yeah, they
Hmm.
are.
but
That's awesome. Good toy.
that's a good toy.
What else? One more.
I mean, I would say something with suction.
Yep.
Just because that's always good.
Bring them out,
Yeah.
bring them out. And you bring in a partner so that you can have the 2 toy.
I don't know that I would like put someone else through being deserted.
Right,
Okay.
fair enough.
Y'all are just giving me shit for only wanting to be by myself.
Yeah, but you didn't pick any. You're like 1 toy.
And we're like, that's
You
it.
could
You're
not catch
limiting
anybody.
yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, yeah. I would ideally bring more than 1 person,
Right.
but like
Yeah, ideally.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. I'm sticking by my answer. I'm bringing John. He has nice hands.
Well, that makes sense. He could build stuff, probably do a lot of things that
Yeah.
you're gonna need.
And if
Lots
I'm
of
getting
things.
2 toys, I'm bringing a fucking machine so that he can go do those things.
I feel like that was a good
I'm
idea.
gonna copy Gordon on this answer.
Yeah.
that's valid.
Good answer. I'm cheating. I'll take that answer. Okay, well, I mean, friends, this has been a really fun time so far. Crystal's chuckling.
Yeah. I told Gordon now he knows like he's a part of the people who sometimes I don't give a lot of details or information about things, and then sometimes I do.
Yeah, and I give you
Yes.
shit every goddamn time.
Yes, and you do. That's
And
kind of
then
how
he
she
puts his
works.
boundaries of like, well, then if this is this or this is that, I'm like, ugh. I was like, and then I tell Madison, and she's always like, yes, thank you. Tell him thank you.
Gordon, thank you.
Madison, you are so
Finally.
welcome.
I feel so seen. I'm so validated right now. Now you see
Okay.
my pain. Crystal's like, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
It's great
This
to
is
have you on, Gordon. Well,
This
think
is
about
fun.
having you on again. No. No,
Please
for sure.
delete your entire existence. Thank you.
No, I had such a great time. And
No, for
I think
sure.
every time
too.
I talk to you in general, I feel like I get educated or I learn things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really cool to learn some things and talk about things.
Well, that's awesome.
Well,
Yeah, I
yeah,
had
just like,
a fantastic time.
yay!
y'all
Well, I'm glad
are
we didn't scare you off
fantastic.
with our chaos.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because this is kind of how it rolls.
it really is.
But yeah, friends, I
But
mean,
that's us.
that's us. That's us. 2 neurodivergent air signs. 1 for sure, me.
Yeah. What's your air sign again, Gordon?
What's your zodiac?
Oh yeah, you're not air sign.
Yeah, you're right.
What's your sign?
Your big three.
Cancer?
You
Pisces.
got what? There you go.
Oh, yes.
I guess I'm like a cusp or whatever of Pisces area, Aquarius.
Ooh, okay.
That
Yes,
tracks.
yes.
That makes
That
sense.
tracks.
Do you know your other two signs, your moon and your
I'll
rising?
look it up for you. All right. Jesus.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, friends, we're planning to have our friend Gordon on another time
For a game time.
for game
Yes,
time.
for game time.
And let us know your thoughts. If you have any further questions, and like, please give him a follow on
Yes, his content's awesome.
Sex Positive on Instagram. We'll tag you and then put you in the description of the bio and the things and the chats and that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have you have a wider audience than we do, so I don't know what help will be, but
Now I'll just live at this angle.
hell yeah. Everyone who's just seeing audio, listening, Gordon lowered his chair about 5 inches.
I took the elevator.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But thanks for being here. Thanks for taking time out of your week to chat with us
Yeah.
and to like finally meet via Zoom ish.
I know.
Hell
It
yeah.
Video.
was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys are wonderful human beings, and I've loved everything that I've seen from you.
Oh, shut up.
Gosh, now we're going to
Stop. I mean, don't stop, but continue.
don't stop, but please don't, but stop, but like don't, but like please just, oh my
That's how we
god.
love her, but no, don't
But like, keep
stop
telling
that.
us.
Something again. Don't say more.
But that was really nice. Could you say it again, but in a different way? We have praise kinks. Can you tell?
It's the one where you want the praise, but then you have trouble accepting it.
Accepting
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course. Naturally.
Yeah, you know, Gordon knows that too.
Yes. You know. Just But thank you so much, y'all, for listening. Let us know your thoughts. Thanks for engaging. Thank you, Gordon, for being here.
Yes, thank you.
My pleasure.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. We love y'all very much, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.